Suppose these three function dependency sets are given. Okay, sorry, this function dependency set contains these three function dependencies. Using this function dependency set, you have to find the closure of each attribute. Okay, here closure of each attribute means closure of each attribute on the x side or on the left side. So if I am saying closure of SSN plus, because closure is always represented by plus sign. Okay, this will be containing closure of functional closure of attribute x SSN will contain SSN itself along with any other attribute which it is deriving. SSN is deriving ename, so ename will be there, SSN itself will be there. So this is the closure of SSN. Similarly, find the closure of p number, because p number was here in the on the x side. So what will be the first attribute under the closure? Itself will be the first attribute, p number itself will be there, then any other attribute which it is deriving. So p name will be there and p location will be there, these three. So closure of p number will be this. Similarly, closure of SSN p number combinedly will be what? SSN p number themselves will be there, SSN p number themselves will be there, then any other attribute which they are deriving either individually or combinedly. So individually SSN is deriving ename, so ename will be there, p number is deriving p name and p location, so they will be there. P number was already there, so sorry, p name, p location. Okay, and combinedly they are deriving hours, so hours will be there. Fine. So what you got? SSN and p number, closure of these two attributes will be themselves, SSN and p number will be there, then what it is deriving? SSN is deriving ename, p number is deriving p name, p location, then they are combined deriving hours, so hours will also be there. So it will contain all the attributes. Okay, this you see here, another concept I am embedding it here, that if a closure of some attributes or combination of some attributes, if you are finding all the attributes present in the relation, suppose the relation itself was having this particular attributes, SSN, p number, ename, p name, p location, hours. Suppose the relation contained these many attributes. Okay, with this given function dependency set, you found that SSN p number, when combined, the closure of that two attribute is getting you all the attributes present in the relation. In this case, this will be termed as a key. Okay, this is one important concept, that how do you get possible keys from the given relation. You find it like this, that you find the closure of any attribute or combination of any attribute. If you are at the right hand side, if you are finding all the possible attribute present in the relation, then this will be termed as a key. Suppose it would have been the case that SSN closure you are finding and all the possible attributes, all these attributes are coming on the right hand side, then SSN itself will be a key. Okay, or suppose here I have combined SSN with pin number, so all the attributes are coming. Suppose another combination I am giving is pin number and pin name. Okay, if all the attributes are coming, then also this will be a key attribute. So that's why there may be multiple key or multiple candidate key in a relation. Out of those, which only one will be chosen as primary key. Fine. So this was the concept of closure of attribute. Now next thing is cover of FD. Cover of a function dependency set. So cover says that a set of function dependencies F. Okay, let me write it. A set of function dependency F is set to cover another set of function dependencies E if every function dependency in E is also in F plus. Okay, that means every dependency in E can be inferred from F. Okay, every dependency in E can be inferred from F. Suppose this is my F set, this is my E set. I have here three function dependencies. I have here two function dependencies, say. Okay, now I am finding F plus, that means closure of this function dependency. Suppose I am getting two more or three more function dependency out of this. My F plus contains 6 function dependencies. If these two are also among this, then F is set to cover E. So E is covered by F, or F is covering E, because F is having those function dependencies which are present in E. Here F plus you have to find first. Suppose you are finding whether F is covering E or E is covering F. So in that case you have to first find closure of F. You have to find if any of them, or if these two are present in this, that means you can say that E is covered by F, or F is covering E. If suppose you are finding from this side, that means you have to find E plus. If suppose E plus contains this 5, so out of this 5, if these 3 are there, that means F is covered by E. Okay, so this is the concept of cover. Now stemming from this equivalence function dependencies will come. Equivalence means suppose E plus is equals to F plus, that means both are cover for each other. In this case, say F is covered by E, E is covered by F, F is covered by E. If both of this holds true, that means these two sets are equivalent. Got? Okay, now see this will be an assignment. You write this example assignment of 5 marks. Okay, find if f and g are equivalent or not. Fine, two sets are given, f and g. Find whether these two are equivalent or not. How will you find? Find f plus, find g plus. Okay, if whatever functional dependency is contained in this is present in f plus, and and whatever functional dependency is present in this is covered by g plus, then both are equivalent. Okay, so solve this. This was the concept for today's class. Okay, fine. Any doubt or any issue, you can let me know.